Nakure Consolata, and I am the program manager for the program on the screen, Private Sector Data Acceleration Program. So I would like to ask Alex to come front and start the meeting.
Hi, good morning everyone. As earlier said, I'm Alex Inhare, and I head the Rwanda ICT Chamber. I want to appreciate very much your time and the time that you've given us. And so most of us are aware of what's happening in the data, the new data privacy and protection law, as well as other elements that speak to the acceleration of digitization in the country. And not just in the country, but it's become a global phenomenon. I think COVID drove most of the digital strategies or transformation strategies for countries, for companies, and so on. So today's conversation is twofold. We'll start off with a presentation on the data law, and we'll have conversations. Then we'll also have another one on tax. We've made good friends with PwC over the years, and they're always doing these alerts, and I thought when I saw it posted on the WhatsApp groups, I thought that it would also make a good conversation for us to see what are maybe the opportunities, but also what are the challenges that lay ahead in terms of compliance. Because we know that some of these things come with heavy penalties, and we wanted to make sure that as we drive this acceleration into digitization, we are also making sure that we are complying, else we may find ourselves in deep waters. So with that, allow me to invite our speaker presenter for the day, Mr. Joseph Gathaiga from PwC.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here this morning to talk to you about data protection and privacy, which is a very topical issue right now around the world, and even more particularly within our region. When you have a constitutional right, you need a statutory framework to give effect to that right. Statutory framework means that act of parliament, which is the data protection and privacy law. It is expounding that right that you have under the Constitution to have your information kept private. And so this law is about giving effect to your constitutional right. And that in itself is also Rwanda, also complying with its international obligations. These principles around privacy are also drawn from international treaties, the United Nations Charter for Human Rights, on human rights. So international obligations by your government, they download them, they become domestic rights that are afforded to citizens, and you create a law that gives effect to that right. And that law will come with penalties, there will be a regulator, and so if only just to avoid the sanctions from the regulator, you comply.
I do lead our tax and fiscal policy unit at PwC, and legal and business solutions actually falls under tax. We are under our NST1, which is expiring in 2024, which was more of a bridge between the National Strategy for Transformation to Vision 2050. So for you to be able to achieve the 5 pillars that Rwanda has put across up to 2050, you cannot use the current tax system to actually achieve those particular pillars. It's very, very ambitious. We are talking about Rwanda having a tax to GDP ratio of 34%. These are OECD numbers. Okay, we're talking about Europe running these numbers. Okay, we're talking about being a mid-income country by 2035 with a tax GDP ratio of 21%. Okay, and someone will ask, okay, fine, currently where are we sitting? Currently, actually, we are sitting at about 15.8. It kind of dropped to a 16 by this year. We've not really done well. It's about 15.8.
This information is very key. I think as we grow as an ICT ecosystem, we really have to understand compliance, because really that's the only way we'll grow out of that valley of death. You know, I think the people in this room are fast moving out of it. The first scary part was, let me see if this business can survive and float. But now after you float, you must comply. Yeah, so data privacy and taxes are some of the things that can keep you below the water. Let's try to stay above the water. Thank you very much.